Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Yevamot page 34, which discusses a few topics which have interesting psychological outcomes. First of all, there is a concept that if a person wants to do the right thing, wants to do a mitzvah, but they make a mistake, and they end up, because of the mistake, they end up not even doing the mitzvah at all. Nonetheless, we sometimes will say, because they were so preoccupied with their mind, with pressure, that we'll actually say that they're exempt from any punishment. For example, if let's say you have a person that performs the circumcision on a child who has to be 8 days old, now it cannot be done on Shabbos, on the Sabbath, unless it is actually the 8th day. Otherwise, it has to be pushed off to, let's say, 9 or 10, etc. However, what happens if you have a baby that was born on a Saturday, another one on a Sunday, and they make a mistake and end up doing the bris milah on Shabbos, but to the wrong baby, to the one that was on Sunday, so which means that baby was not yet 8 days old. So even though this person made a mistake, tried to do a mitzvah, but didn't do the mitzvah because you have to be at least 8 days old, we're not going to hold him in any way responsible. Because if a person is preoccupied in their mind, the Torah considers this thought, that if a person is constantly pressured with certain things, then that may remove them from the proper mindset. We also find, interestingly enough, the Talmud says later on this page, that a woman who is married and gets separated, and then she decides for 10 full years to not get married, and eventually afterwards she does, in that situation, the likelihood is extremely small that she will be able to get pregnant. In fact, the Talmud says that shuv eini yoledes, that she won't be able to. And one possible reason is because of the passage of time. We know that if so many years have gone by, and it doesn't necessarily even mean 10 specifically, but it means a long period of time, so this woman is much older, and therefore she cannot have children. Alternatively, the Talmud says it depends on her mindset. If she had the intention to want to get married, so she had a certain healthy frame of mind, and therefore then even after 10 years, she could get pregnant and have a child. However, if psychologically she removed herself from wanting to have a child or to get remarried, after that passage of time, it will be greater the difficulty for her to end up bearing a child.